Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing okay. I was wondering why your stream was tagged PSO Episode DE or Del for a second. Yeah, I can assume it says PSO Episode 3. Hey, Mac and Cheese, I hope you're doing okay. Hi, LV. Yeah, so today we have not played this game for a long time, so I think there's about time that we played it again. I seem to kind of forget that PSO Episode 3 exists every so often, and then someone mentions it on my Discord, and I play it again. Yeah, I've got 12 minutes of playtime on this save, yeah. I do have a GameCube save with like several hundred hours on it, but that is on my GameCube. I do have cards though, because the patch on this actually lets you get cards a bit easier. Didn't we play for like a few hours? I'm not sure, unless it is 12 hours, maybe. I love the character save and select screen music. The music in this game is really good. Just tired, couldn't get any PSO look this morning. Oh, having said that, there's been a few people on the Discord getting some really good finds recently. I think Yamada got a red ring, and then I think it was Steek got a Psycho Wand. Yeah, I think it probably is 12 hours. I'd be very surprised if it was 12 minutes, because that would be a lot of very quick matches. Yeah, so let's connect to the internet via the GameCube broadband adapter. Super good drops, yeah. I did try playing a bit earlier, and I got nothing, as usual. Yeah, it's via the GameCube broadband adapter. I mean, why wouldn't it be? There's some noises for you. So today we're going to be playing on the Ragol.org server. This does support GameCube and Dolphin as well, so you can also get your download quests from this server as well. I think this server also supports Episode 1 and 2, and it may support Dreamcast, I think, as well. I don't play Dreamcast online, so I'm not totally sure. It does. It supports everything. I think it's basically everything apart from Blueburst, but then they've got Affinia for Blueburst anyway. Pretty much. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people in chat probably know about this game already, but for those who don't, this was a very weird entry in the PSO series that launched. It was after Episode 1 and 2. I believe it was before Blueburst. It takes place after the events of Blueburst, just to confuse things even more. And it's basically a card-based battler. You just play on Stack and Silverant. I've never tried Silverant, actually. I used to play on Stack years ago, but yeah. The server software does support Blueburst if they enable it, but Matt being in Affinia does make sense. Yeah, because I think it's Matt from Affinia that actually runs this, isn't it? So it'd be pointless to have two Blueburst servers. First and favourite Phantasy Star game, excited to see you playing it. So there are at least 2 people in chat who like PSO Episode 3 the most. I think it's a small group, but yeah, there is some people who love it. Good to see you, Crawl. And Pika as well. And just to mention this again as well, if the time for the stream seems off, it's just because the UK has started observing daylight savings, so... Oh, we have a Minsk. It is time to duel, or dice as the case may be. We are a small, odd bunch. That could be great for a soundboard noise. I've just realised that you could really use these sounds for soundboard noises. Silverant is a lot more like vanilla. Ragol I've heard has more features. May not be my first Phantasy Star game, but honestly stands really well on its own. I like EP3. I know a lot of people really don't, but I think it's fine. Exactly, yeah. My Xbox Twitch app has decided chat is not allowed to work. This PSO looks different. Funny thing is, with all the time we played Blueburst, we basically use this lobby on Blueburst anyway. So yeah, just I should say that I've basically got more or less a fresh save on this. I've done a few matches. My actual save is on GameCube, and I'm waiting for some stuff to arrive to be able to transfer that. So I actually have decent cards. I have a few decent cards, but nothing really special. So I guess we can get started. Is there anything in particular you want to do, Minsk? We want to do... I'm not sure what your deck's like. I know I saw you streaming it yesterday. A lot of history, that's for sure. The decks are not great. Yeah, don't worry if you do want to play or anything. Don't worry if your deck's not good. If people have got starter decks, I'm happy to use starter decks. My deck is almost a starter deck anyway, to be fair. I think I have a few decent cards, but like nothing fantastic. You're in the process of making the Canadian flag. That's it, you've got your priorities in order. Challenge and beat the boss with only the starter deck. I could barely beat the boss with a decent deck, to be honest. This game is hard. You can run co-op, yeah, so you can do like 2-on-2. So you could do, for example, you could do like 2 players versus 2 NPCs. You can do up to 4-player matches as well. So there's quite a lot of options. I'll just say this now as well, just so I've said it at the start of the stream, but there are basically 2 maps that we can't use. I think there's one called Dioscuri and the final map as well. We basically can't use either of those because of the song that plays. Because the song that plays on those maps is very, very content ID on YouTube. Maybe I'll start a new save on the emulator rather than digging out my cube. That'll be like the 5th time I've started a new save. This Yu-Gi-Oh game looks strange. It does. We'll change the colours as well. I don't know why I like the interactivity on the loading screen so much. It pleases me. Reminds me, I need to play the Baten Kaitos games. I've never tried those. Yeah, the song is really good. It's just every time it's played on my stream, it gets instantly content ID match. It's because it's reused in a PSO2 song as vocals, and the copyright owners of that song just copyright claim it straight away. Yeah, like Minsk said there, anyone from chat, feel free to join. Password is always stream. Also in episode 3, I believe you can spectate as well. And if you spectate, you can spam really annoying noises. Play the remake, it's much nicer looking. I forgot they did a remake of it, yeah. Minsk is not a fan of that. I mean, I guess we have to get this point in the stream where we have all the noises.
Bravo! Great!
Oh, I forgot about that one. Where is it?
No! Bravo!
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 Yeah, Nimu has managed to actually redeem Hydrate. So why Sega thought this was a good idea is beyond me. Because you can basically spam the noises. 1v1 or 2v comms. Do you want to start with the 2v comms, then we'll see if any more people come in. I like how they put the piano notes in as well, so theoretically you could make a song, but it takes so long to open the menu and get to the options that you can't make anything. At this point, that should just be the daily routine. I guess you could map them to shortcuts here. Play the Final Fantasy Victory theme. I do not know how to play the Final Fantasy Victory theme. One more, fine. So yeah, like I said, any map's fine apart from the two that play the final boss theme. I mean, I know how the Final Fantasy theme goes, but I don't know the notes for it. Hi, Orbot. Kill him, obviously. Oh, this Kill him C1, was this the weird one where there's only like one space for each character? I saw you do one of these on stream yesterday. A music game disguised as a card game. Maybe it is. Yeah, probably not Kill him C1. I've got no idea what deck I'm going to use yet. As I say, all my decks on this are really, really early game. I have a few decent cards. I'm also terrible at building decks on this, so... yeah, 60-second phase duration sounds good. Defeat player or defeat team? I don't honestly mind. We could do common HP if you want to do that. That's interesting. So common HP basically gives us like a shared health bar. Minimum roll 2, a coward's dice. I'm not making the rules. Oh, there you go. Let's maybe not have max roll 1. I cannot imagine much worse on this than having a match where you can only roll 1s. Unless you were using like a spammy deck for arcs or something. So what are we doing here? Are we doing... yeah, was it like 2 NPCs? What we're doing against hunters or 1 hunter, 1 arcs? I'm totally fine with any. It would literally be just be claws versus handguns, yeah. That would be it. Never seen this game played. Always kind of wondered about it. It's probably just because it was a really... honestly, it wasn't a very popular game when it released because people just wanted more PSO. So we're fighting Krans and Endu. So what I've got, so... yeah, I'll use my Rufina deck. I do want to make a full machine deck, but I literally don't have enough cards yet to do that. So at the minute, it's like mechs and altered beasts. It wasn't released in much fanfare. I don't certainly remember much much fanfare for it. I don't really remember any advertisement or anything for it. I think the issue was as well that when it launched, there was still you know, there was still people playing episode 1 and 2. So a lot of people just kept playing episode 1 and 2. This was 2000 and... It was either 2003 or 2004. I want to say 2003. So it was a little bit before PSU. But the online for this died very quickly. This will probably be very confusing to anyone who hasn't seen it before. Because it just doesn't resemble PSO. So, oh, we got our Barons. And a Dub Chick. And that's a nice hand, but there's no defense cards. But I do have guard creatures, so does that matter? Probably not. I can just bin some of the hand later. So I'll start with that and then I'll just discard some.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to be careful of Endu. I do see PSO assets, yes. Okay, so we are not bringing the Barons on. But I will bring on the Dub Chick. I just realised this map's actually really small. There's no corner piece next to me. I mean, I'll put it there, why not? I'm fine for now. I'm just going to discard a load of my cards. So I'm doing nothing. At least we get to hear the incredible tower map music. The music in this stage is really good. I honestly think this might be one of the best Phantasy Star themes across the entire franchise. I'll keep those. I draw yet more monsters. I do have other cards in this deck. I think the Kayla music is fine. Oh god, they're using the pan arms. That's super annoying. So pan arms and Dub Chick both have kind of similar abilities. They're what are called guard creatures. So if something attacks them, the damage goes... So if someone attacks your story character, the damage goes on the guard creature instead. Pan arms are also even more annoying because you have to do, I think it's at least 3 or 4 damage to be able to hurt them. And then the Dub Chick has an ability where if it doesn't get killed at the end of the turn, it resurrects to full health. So I mean, I could bring another Dub Chick on, that would be hilarious, but let's not. What does Volma do again? So this... Oh, this actually does damage to guard creatures. That sucks for you. Yeah, I can only bring it on that far forward. Every time I try EP3, I click yes to the do you want to set the clock and wonder why it black screens. Can you guard me from Endu with your monsters? I think if they attack you, I think you get hurt. I don't think my guard creatures work on you. I could be wrong, but I don't think they work on you. I can certainly try and move them to stop them from getting to you. I can't this turn though. They have low attack blocks, so I think over 3 is what you need to roll. They are super annoying. The only downside of the... Yeah, I'll try to, yeah. It'll have to be next turn though, because I can't move this turn. Yeah, the downside of the guard creatures, a lot of them have another rule which is called unfilial. And that is, if you do kill them, the story character who summoned it loses HP. So there is a flip side to them as well. But generally, guard creatures are really good. Yeah, we need to be careful of Endu's Rampage for sure. Don't need another dripstick for now. All I'm drawing is monsters. I do have other cards in this deck, honestly. I'm not sure why I bring the Pan Arms forward, but... yeah, he's got a melee ranger. He's played that before. Double 5, not too bad. Yeah, exactly. The computer just didn't even move Endo. Can I drop that in front of Endo? No, but I could hold him up with it. I might be able to just block Endo in briefly with a Sin or Beat. Yeah, sure. Signals are pretty terrible, but it will do as a distraction for the time being. So, do you want me to move the dub chick over? Just try and make it even more awkward for him to get through. I think that might be the play, honestly. Do what you want, okay. I know Pan Arms do like no damage, so I'm not too worried. I'll advance through Fiend Rub if I get some attack action cards, because she's really good with attack action cards. Unfortunately, I can't actually attack this turn, but the Sinnoh will at least block him in for a bit. You basically just use Sinnohs to annoy people, honestly. The only thing about this game is sometimes the battles can be really long. Nice, Elysian doing some damage. Okay, so let's... I'm gonna get rid of the Barons for now because Sinnoh Spiggle is super good. Honestly, get rid of Cannon as well, that's fine. Finally, some attack action and defense cards. Yeah, the NPC sometimes can use some decent cards. The only thing with this game is you can kind of exploit. Really? You're really gonna bring another one on? You can kind of exploit the NPC AI a little bit because they tend to use their defense cards on whatever your first attack is. I'm not gonna guard a 1 damage shot. Oh, I hope that works. So I'm assuming that worked then. Okay, what I might do is I might advance that Vulmer up so we can block Crans in. I think maybe we just focus on Crans. I can sort of keep my Sinnoh there. It's probably going to die this turn, but I can just keep sending trash mobs in. Didn't play EP3. Is there a card difference between Hunter, Ranger, and Force? Yeah, so you can choose what kind of cards you want to use. So Hunters will typically use Hunter weapons and so on. But there is also Arcs decks that use monsters. Okay, so let's move. Yeah, that'll do for now.
Action.
Well, I could use Heavy Slash, but I don't think it's worth using on... Well, actually, it does have quite a bit of gear left, so maybe it is worth using.
Defense.
Yeah, so each character has like their own abilities as well. But as I said, the Arcs decks are completely different as well. They allow you to use the monsters. I'm not really sure why you guarded that. Because I've still destroyed it anywhere, but sure. Oh, so another Heavy Slash as well.
Change.
But yeah, each of the characters do play quite differently. Honestly, the way I'm using my character at the minute is not the way you would normally play. Normally with this Uniwhirl, you would basically send her into the opponent because she gets double damage on all attack action cards. Well. See you later, Sinner. We do need to try and get through those Panams somehow.
Send.
Well, maybe we can just focus on Crans. It might just be easy to focus on Crans. Yeah, so you don't actually make your character for the battles as such. Let's see, I think that's fine. I'm going to move my dub chick here. Just to block Endu.
Action.
Fake fans should get a new profile picture. Alright, let's try this again.
Defense.
Gizonde is pretty fun. Song could be used as a sleep aid to find these sorts of tracks with simple single note piano lines really soothing. It kind of sucked that he had a divinity barrier, but at least we got rid of it. I'm drawing all the attack action cards now. It is tempting to send Rafina in, just since I have the attack action cards now. I'm not really sure what the plan is with that Pan Arms. He did equip a gun finally.
Defense.
But yeah, I love this song though. I think, like I said earlier, I think it's one of my favourite Phantasy Star songs. Endu is kind of going ham with the attack action cards at the minute. See, I am not going to defend that. And hope that I understand Dubchick's ability properly. So Dubchick should heal. Haha.
Change.
Yeah, Endu is very scary for Hunter side to go against.
Send.
Unfortunately, I've got too many monsters on, so I can't bring the Sinnoh Spiggle on. But I guess we'll just spam attack action cards. I mean, I do need to move this guy down one. Actually, let's Yeah, I'll move the Vulma there. And do you know what?
Action.
How much health's that Pan Arms on? Full.
Defense.
Yeah, the Rampage on Endo basically hits all of your equipped gear at the same time. And this is why I like Rufina. She's extremely strong with action cards. Emulator is connecting, but then you just get the lobby and no menu. That's odd. I checked mine earlier and it seemed to work fine, so I'm not sure what would be causing that. Oh, okay. That does scare me somewhat. You're going to use that Baron's launcher on me, aren't you?
Defense.
Okay, it's actually got really weird range, so it hits 1 square in front and then 3 further beyond that. So I'm actually out of range. Using the tap server method. I think all I remember doing is just adding the IP to Dolphin. You have Estella. Okay, I don't know how the Photon Blasts work in multiplayer, but I am happy for you to use it if you want to. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, even if I guard that, it'll reduce it to 4 and it'll still kill it. Oh well. So I am going to lose a little bit of health. That is the downside of guard creatures.
Change. Dice.
Okay, not a great roll, but I'm happy to donate attack dice if you want them. Is this the most underrated Phantasy Star game? It's probably one of them. Estella would work best if I stand where Rufina is. Alright, no problem, I can move. I can't really summon anything if I need to move. We'll need 3 attack from you. Oh, that sucks. I can't move then. Yeah, I only have 3 attacks, so I can't move. Oh, someone is in the lobby. Someone is spectating. So, did you want to use Estella then? We can save it for later, okay. I will move then. I'm actually going to drop back a little bit just because I am a bit exposed at the minute. I'm just going to leave the Vulma there, actually.
Action.
You play this over a bunch of other GameCubes games you played. Like I said, it's really fun. You are a guards demolisher. I'm going to kill that just to get a few... I'm in Baron's range, yeah. I think I've got a guard card, so I should be okay. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, it is definitely a very underrated game. Better not use Last Judgment yet. I still can't remember what Last Judgment does.
Defense.
Reduces HP of all by half. Oof. Okay, well, we have killed the pan arms, so this should hurt Endu a bit. And we get a dice bonus from it. And I got a vert as well, which is really useful.
Change.
Yeah, I mean tactically, it's a really good game. There's a lot of depth to it, I think. What's Endu planning? Is he gonna attack the Vulma? I'm guessing so.
Defense.
I'm not gonna defend that because I have a feeling that Kranz is gonna use the Baron's Launcher. If you move to the left, you can hit Endu. Okay. Yeah, that's why we saved the guard. Oh, you can hit Kranz as well. Okay. Baron's Launcher is very strong and kind of scares me. Like a Sammy breast is hanging in that. Well, I'll see what I roll, and I'm happy to donate dice if I get a roll. Nice. I'd love to bring the Spiggle on, but you need 3 attack dice from me, don't you? So I can't bring that on, so I'll bring a Vulma on instead. I'll bring it on towards the back for now, just so you've got the room to maneuver. Actually, I don't think it matters if I move that, because that's probably going to get killed by Endu this turn anyway. And I can't attack because I need to donate. So that is fine. So I'll just hit next. Do you allow 3 of your attack points to be used? Yes. Oh, it can attack actually. Sure. I mean, you may as well.
Defense.
So this is a new thing that added to the private servers. You couldn't do this in the actual game. They basically made a lot of cards that were not available in the game actually usable.
Defense.
And yes, there is a Fowler card. I love just the random noises from the audience. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the damage. Yeah, I was kind of wondering what would happen with it. It's still a fairly even fight, this, honestly.
Defense.
Yeah, there are ultimate enemies in the game as well. So a lot of the ultimate enemies do have cards. A lot of the ultimate mode enemies were in the game originally. It's just that there's a few extra cards I've added. Some of which were in the game data and they've just activated them.
Change. Nice.
Oh, counter plus work, nice. I actually got that yesterday, actually. Not a great roll. Attack dice double, okay. I mean, if you're going to stand right next to Rafina. If I move left, I can fight Endo. Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, I can leave that Vulma where it is. I'll just focus on Crans if you want. Hi.
Action.
So this turn it'll just be the Vulma attacking. We have a lot of defense cards though, so I'm not really worried. So you can attack Crans. I mean, that's an easy way to get some HP damage in. Inferno Bazooka doesn't really do a whole lot.
Defense.
The fact that spells are so good in this game makes it hard to play cast. Yeah, I mean, casts do have some advantages in this game. Obviously, they're immune to a lot of the statuses, but there are some really good cast like deck leaders as well. Guy Killed is really interesting because he has really low health, but he doesn't take damage from losing equipment.
Change.
Kind of annoying that he's equipped the Divinity Barrier. So for those who aren't aware of how EP3 works, if you equip a shield of any kind, you basically have to attack the shield. Oh, Endo is on the attack. It's probably not good.
Change. Nice. Set.
I'm not getting fantastic rolls here, but it's enough. I think I'm going to keep Rufina there. Yeah, that'll do.
Action. Defense.
It's probably just as well he used that reduction. It was game over for him otherwise. Kind of unfortunate that that's major half guard, so it takes reduced damage from like high cost cards.
Change.
Yeah, the battles in this game can go on for a long time sometimes. Sometimes it'll be over really quickly. But you get some battles that are pretty much slugfests that just go on forever, especially when someone uses a guard creature again. So I'm guessing that this deck that Endo is using is based around guard creatures. It seems that way. Yeah, he's running. I mean, if he's on really low health, you might be able to kill him by just killing the guard creature. Can't remember how much health you lose by killing the Barbel.
Change.
It'll be about anywhere between 1 and 3. Double 6, nice. Yeah, Merlans and Hildebears are really good in this. Hildebears you can get super early as well. Well, I'm just going to focus on Crans and just pump attack cards into him. Could maybe bring this one over as well. Yeah, let's do that. Episode 3, let's go. It's been a long time.
Action.
Okay, I need to think about this. So he's got a Divinity Barrier. So first of all, let's have you attack. Then you can attack. Actually, no. Then you can do slash. Then the Vulmo can attack.
Defense.
Oh, nice. Rank E, because every battle that goes on for a while is rank E. So we did it. The winner is us indeed. You got rank C. I did not get rank C. The good thing about this though is it basically doesn't really matter what rank you get because you get the same cards anyway on this version. On the original version, you got virtually no cards if you got a low rank. You're going for the black deck. What the difference between Vulmas and Go Vulmas? Vulmas are guard demolishers, and Go Vulmas I think have AP silence. Right, yeah, I'm also going to go for this first deck. Yeah, if you lost on the original server, you got 2 cards. Okay, another Vulma. Grand Sorcerer, that's good. Alrappy. Cute at least. Mothfist. Aska. Half attack. Visk. Cannon. Domdal. That's new. And another Barons. You got Soul Eater, Vice, and Gulgus. Oh, nice. So what does Aska do? It is a 4-cost AP2. 1.5 times more damage when attacking characters with 8 or more HP. No effect against story characters. And it does Acid for 6 turns. It's not bad. How about Domdal? That's a lot of HP. 8B changes to 1 plus the number of all A beasts on the field, including itself. Does more damage against low-cost monsters. And reduces movement of things that walk around it. It's okay. Not the kind of card I would use personally, but interesting. But yeah, I do like in EP3 that a lot of the cards do have like their own niche that they fit into. Okay, so if anyone is in the lobby, I think you can join now. There we go. I think you're dead. I mean, with character level 21, probably. I don't know if I have Del Depth yet. Oh, killing the Assassin as well. We actually have a full team for EP3. First of all, I am just going to go and check my deck and see what we can do. Which server are you currently playing F3 on? This is ragol.org. So if you go to ragol.org, there is a guide on there how to get it set up. The server supports Dreamcast Episode 1 and 2 and Episode 3. Didn't config the keyboard. FML. All right, let's see if we can make a hunter deck. Have I done any of the hunter side story? We can wait if you want to config. So I've done some of the hunter side story. There's still 3 characters I haven't unlocked yet. I always typically prefer playing the Arcs decks in this just because it's so different to anything you've been able to do before. Thanks for the answer. Oh, no worries, Carlot. It's pretty easy to get set up, honestly. It does support the original hardware as well, so if you are playing on a GameCube and you've got online functionality on it, you can connect. Yeah, Orland is crazy good in this. Teifu. I can't remember what Teifu does, actually. So during a physical attack, this card gains AP equal to half the number of field characters, items, and creatures on your opponent's team on the field. So he's really good against Arcs decks. And obviously he's immune to status as well. Yeah, he's kind of interesting. I do find it funny that the Hugh cast has really low health and not much attack power. Let's set Teifu. It depends what I actually have for items though, because I don't think I have many hunter side things. I focus more on Arcs. And this is still a really early save as well, so... yeah, this is pretty miserable. Do you have a Rika's Claw? I guess I've got an Asker now as well. I do have a Sangyasha as well, actually. But then really not much else. Although, inexplicably, I do also have a Psycho Wand. I do like how I don't have a lot of the more common cards in the game, but have a Psycho Wand. Which is almost impossible to use. It's a level 7 card. So you can't even use it until you get a dice bonus. And then in this game, you're basically limited to using, I think it's 8 points worth of equipment. So you can basically use this and then a 1 point bit of equipment. Like a regular barrier or something. It does kind of limit some of the really high-end cards, I think. But then again, TP plus 8. Tabbing out broke it, oof. Not having a good time. Yeah, I don't think we can really make a good hunter side deck yet. I mean, I can maybe make a hunter deck work, possibly. I think also I think your dad isn't watching the stream, but knows you mention your name on Twitch. The guy who does videos, he said. I am the guy who does videos. You're not wrong. Right, so how can we get in this Sangyasha? I might just drop the dagger because that's really not that useful. I really like that it makes that noise when you set your deck. So what high costs have we got in here? We've got Sangyasha, we've got Rika's Claw. I guess Imperial pick, kind of. Is that actually any good? Up, killing the ass back in. Yeah, I think... what does Sangyasha actually do? During a physical attack, card recovers HP equal to 1/3 of the damage inflicted. Okay. Which makes sense because that's kind of what it does in PSO. Still forgot holds for B for 60 hertz. Yeah, Imperial Pick's not bad. It is a little low on health for a 4 cost. But does take half damage from air beast, so yeah, we can keep that. Can I see your card distribution? It's probably very cursed. At the minute, so 19 items, 11 actions, and no assists because I basically don't have any assist cards yet. Or not very good ones. I seem to be really unlucky on getting good assist cards at the minute. I probably need to focus on the pack that actually gives like action cards and assist cards. There is a trade counter, but the way the trading works is a bit weird. You could probably get rid of about 9 or 10 items. The action one is the 3rd pack from the right, okay. Do you think so, Mince? Just cut down some of the gear and put some more attack and defense in? And try that. So, cut down one of those. Disco Bridman is okay. It's monsters, equipment, actions, assist. Okay. Yeah, I might focus on the assist packs then. Because I am really, really lacking in assist cards. Again, like I said earlier, this is pretty much a new save. Ditch a sword, ditch a partisan. In fact, I'll ditch both those. Oh yeah, Pushan. That's a very cute mag. What does Standstill Shield Plus do? When the character equipping this card moves, there is no attack point cost. That's nice, but it has 3 health. I don't really see how that's too usable. You'll just be defending it constantly. Unless you equip another shield with it. I'll get rid of that as well, actually. So let's see fraction cards, what we've got. We could put in another heavy attack. There's like some core cards I'm still missing. I think I'm still missing Split Boost or Spirit Boost, whatever you want to call it. There we go. We do have Fowler. I kind of feel like I have to put Fowler in my deck. The thing is, it doesn't fit this deck at all, though. It's more of like a force deck. Yeah, I'll put Counter Plus in. That's really good. You want me to put Fowler in? I mean, I can do it. Although this deck does have Teifu, so using Teifu with the TP card, maybe not the player. Gotta do Fowler for the bit, fine. What else have we got? So I could go with another Revert. That's the low cost guard. That is kind of useful. Yeah, we really don't have many options. What does this do? Double-edged dice. Dice roll before an attack determines your fate. 4 or higher, death to the user of this card. 3 or lower, death to the opponent. That's quite a spicy card. I mean, unsurprisingly, it doesn't work on story characters. No, it doesn't work on story characters, so you can't just instant kill the story character with it. I might actually put that in just because, I don't know, it just seems kind of funny. You know it's going to backfire. Exactly, yeah, it's a YOLO card, exactly. Heavy blow is okay. Yeah, you would use cancel to defend against that, yeah. I'll put another heavy attack in and maybe... What does resist do? Plus 10. It's not bad, but it's 4 to use it, which is quite a lot. Yeah, that's one of the garden, I think, for now. I don't even have wall. You know, this save is very cursed so far. I've got some really good cards, and then I don't have like some of the really basic ones. Save is cursed, mine is brand new. I'm going to change from Teifu because this deck just doesn't work with Teifu. I missed. Sure, I guess we'll go Realm Ethos. Oh, we do have to change items though. So no, so we want a hunter that has some TP. So it might just be Silpher. That's the thing, Ellie, if I use Teifu, I can't use Fala. Because even Orland has 0 TP. You're not playing Silpher this match. Fine, I'll use Silpher then. So I just need to put those hunter weapons back in. Silpher is very basic. She is. I don't even have 3 shields. Sure, that will do. This deck is terrible. I'm not even naming it because it's so bad. Again, I don't mind which maps as long as it's not the 2 that we can't play. It is on brand. So Mortis Fons. This is where I just get obliterated now. The fact that one guy is like character level 21 sort of scares me. How rare was the Psycho 1 card and how did the drop rates for cards work? It would have been rarer than this. The way that it used to work on the, well, on offline and on the Sega servers was after every match you get an amount of cards depending on your result. And as your character level increases, you get slightly higher chances of getting the better cards. It's still very, very hard to get them. Let's go with this curse deck. Yeah, so it would typically be really, really rare to get an S rank card or an SS rank card. I think Psycho 1 is S. In this server, what they've done is there is a patch basically that allows you to get any card from any level. So it's just random RNG what card you get, which I actually much prefer. Because what you found on the Sega server and on offline was you just get the same cards over and over again at low level. Got mostly 1v1 decks. The fact that you actually have decks built up kind of scares me. Just have starter ones. No worries. We're here for entertainment and cards. That is not a brilliant hand. That is also not a brilliant hand. This server is Ragol, so it's ragol.org. You've only played offline. I think if you've only played offline, it is worth checking out. It's also worth noting that the patch actually affects offline as well. Okay, so we're starting with the Yasmin-Core 3000R already. Okay, that scares me. Yeah, I think the patch is called the Gigaboomer patch. I think it's on the ragol.org website, how to set it up. Yeah, the Rappy is now toast. Also your first time being at Arcs. This should be fun then. Basically with Arcs, generally you just want to try and avoid your story character from getting hit. Oh, maybe the Rappy will survive. I like the disrespect of just dropping a Rappy in front of them and then running away. Protect the Rappy.
Change dice.
Okay.
Set.
I mean, I've got to bring the big cards on straight away. So I can basically do nothing now because I've used all my attack dice to use the Rika's Claw. I mean, you say it's scary, but I'm like half a mile away from you.
Defense.
Whose mum did they get to do the female chat voice? I'm just amazed we actually got 4 people for episode 3.
Draw.
So now we can probably ditch a lot of this because we're not going to be able to use most of it. Oh, draw Fowler. Not that I'm going to be able to use it here. Also, Angel Harp actually makes your character fly. That's interesting. I've never seen that card. PSO fanbase really just wanting to play cards today. Apparently so, yeah. So aerial cards basically let you move over other squares. So in EP3 you normally block each other in. But if you've got an aerial card, you can basically fly over them. Figure how to change Shad's teammate. I have no idea, honestly. Ah, there we go. We can now converse in secret. Oh, we can't because I'm on stream, so everyone can hear my tactics. I am slightly perturbed by the flying Ragol. The Rappy's just getting straight up in Lura's grill. Makes you want Line Strike game. I mean, Line Strike, they announced it recently. It is getting a lot more cards, and it's getting a load of classic Phantasy Star cards. It includes Episode 3 Card Revolution, PSO, Episode 1 and 2. It also includes Phantasy Star 0 and some of the classic RPGs as well. You forgot no backing out. No, once you confirm something in this, it's final. There are red mob cards, yeah. There are certain monsters that are not in the game. I mean, I may as well equip that, why not? Why can you change to everyone but not player 2? That I do not know. Hey, Vector. Yeah, it is Daylight Savings now, unfortunately. Oh, I don't like that card. I'm sorry to do this. Let's go. First PSO Episode 3 gameplay I've seen in years. There is a very small, sort of dedicated community for the game. Right, goodbye, Rappy. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to ditch the LKs for now. But nice to get some defense cards, that'd be cool. You listen to this game's soundtrack in the gym religiously. I can see why. It's a really good soundtrack. Yep, that worked, Minsk. You can't get over the board or an caster voice. It is a weird design decision to go with that voice. Hi, OCP. Yeah, I think the owners of the Ragol server, I think they do tournaments. I want to say it's every week on a weekend, or I can't remember exactly what day it is, but they do tournaments now and again. I've never participated in them because this save is still really early and I would get absolutely destroyed. Yeah, Sega and Phantasy Star in general have really good soundtracks. Wow, okay. So long, random ass barrier. Holy shit. Yeah, he's not playing around. If you want to reduce, that would be great. See, that whisper did work. That came to me. But yeah, the whole robotic voice thing is very weird. I don't know why they went with that. No stream watching for killing the app. I like how everyone is just whispering to me now. Although oddly, I saw that whisper, and that went to player 4. Thing about this game is when you scratch the surface, you don't get the rare items or monsters that make gameplay really unique. You have to make it to a late game. Yeah, especially if you're playing it offline, it took a long time to get any good cards. It's just a very different game. Should I put a block on kill? Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing the whispering's maybe not working properly because I can see everyone's whispers. I'm really not sure what to do because that rear mile is very scary.
Set.
I'll just defend my life depends on it. Annoyingly, I can't remember what bulks do. I have a feeling they destroy your cards as well. Can't remember what they do at all. Can't go there because I can't attack.
Action.
I can't remember how the bulk works. Is it if it destroys something, it destroys... I know it destroys itself, I think. I can't remember if it destroys a bit of gear, it kills itself as well. I never really used them in my dark deck, so... yeah, I can't do anything this time.
Defense.
All I'm getting is attack action cards. Where are my defense cards? Yeah, I can only assume that the whispering thing is just not working because I can just see it regardless of who's getting whispered to. Yeah, I was way up there as well, Crawl. I know my my top listened on Spotify was Sega Sound Team as well. Ooh. Don't like Hilda Bears. You can't see their whispers. Have I got like streamer privilege or something? Because when they've been whispering, I can see it. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, maybe the whisper in brackets, maybe that is like the game censoring it, so you know they're talking, but you don't know what they're saying. Context, I've never played this online, apart from the streams. Well, so long, Shield. So it could be like a censor thing, just so you can't see what they're saying. It is, okay. That's actually really cool. Ugh. I think it's might be a short battle. Yeah, the whisper is basically like a sensor, isn't it? Oh dear God. Well, bye. Maybe I should make a deck that's not so hard on you. Yeah, that Yasmin is crazy strong. It's like AP +5 and rifle range. There's a good chance many of the highest ranking listeners are watching this stream. Maybe. I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the minute, and across the two, I've got like 28 people watching episode 3, which is kind of insane for episode 3. Apparently, no one likes this game, so. But more importantly, cards. Combo. Nah, Lily. Mighty Knuckle. Dagger. Stag Cutlery. Demonic Fork. Shield. Ghost Blast. Rati. And Assist Return. Considering that was the pack that gives assist cards, it didn't really give many assist cards. Did you ever do a video talking about if you like the PSO C.A.R.D game? Do you mean Line Strike and NGS or the actual physical PSO C.A.R.D game? For the physical one, I've never played it. For Line Strike, I've only played it a tiny bit in NGS, honestly. I don't mind it, but it's not the kind of game that I want to keep coming back to. It's fun in sort of short bursts, but I massively prefer this. So I don't think we have anything to add to the deck, really. We didn't really get anything good there. One thing I do need to check, though. Let's jump the creatures. I want to see what the Now Lily does. Annoyingly, we've got this guy. I got that in one of the first packs I opened because apparently the game will not let me leave these guys alone. So Now Lily, so 2 cost, 2 health. All characters within a circle around this card will be set to 1 movement. Time bomb. On the 8th turn after placing this card, it self-destructs, giving all opponent field characters 3 damage. No effect if it's destroyed early. It has 2 health. How are you meant to have it survive for 8 turns? That is very hard to use. Also very hard to use is this guy. It's almost impossible to bring on. Yeah, I would like to try the PSO2 like physical card game at some point, but it's just, yeah, it's really hard to find now. I'm kind of surprised that with Line Strike that they didn't just make it a digital version of the PSO2 card game. You now have a slightly tweaked Hunter deck. Okay, so you promised that this deck is not that overwhelming. I mean, the good thing about this server is, regardless of how overwhelming the decks are, we all get cards at the end, so... It's not like it was on the official servers where if you lost, you got like, I think it was 2 cards you got if you lost. So you'd have like a half-an-hour battle and then get 2 cards. We'll go back to kill them again. Yeah, for the new Lion Strike cards, a lot of the art that they've used is art from the PSO C.A.R.D game. Okay, I'm going to use that deck again. Yeah, I tend to like going with Mineral 2 normally. I think Mineral 1 just... It's just not fun when you have minimum roll 1 because it just limits the deck so much. You know, the whole dice roll element of the game is... I'm very mixed on it. Exactly, yeah, you can basically do nothing with 1 AP. Considering how many things you use the attack dice for. And in the defense dice as well, I mean, what defense cards can you use for 1 AP? Or dodge? I think even reduction, that might be 2. Just win, exactly. Yeah, good luck. Sounds brutal, 2 cards after getting stomped. That's the thing, because you get stomped online or offline. You get 2 cards, which are probably not going to help you because you got terrible cards at low level. And then you go online and get stomped again. You are the only hunter. So have fun with that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting with 3 arcs. Yeah, I'll go with that. Why not?
Start.
Yeah, that Hilda does scare me a little. The different missions give different drops offline, or just a blanket card pool. It's a blanket card pool. When the official servers were up, there were certain cards you could only get online. Also, the official servers, it was really weird how it worked. So your character level was different online and offline. So you could have really high level character offline and get really good cards. You go online for the first time and you get terrible cards again because you're low level. It was a really stupid way of doing it. So I don't know what Hilda does, but it scares me. Yeah, exactly, Jaffia. So on this server, they made it so character level doesn't matter, so you can get any cards at any level now, which makes it so much better, honestly.
Nice.
Especially with obviously a comparatively small playing population of this now. It drops Heaven Punisher. So this is where I'm quite glad that we got minimum roll of 2. Because that would have been a double 1 roll. So I don't think my single evil shark is going to do a whole lot here. Well, it's not because I can't do anything with it. So yeah, this is a terrible turn. I'm going to throw this evil shark in front of you and force you to walk around it. I'll take care of it. It is going to hurt, yeah. The Hilda is a problem.
Action.
Still got the GameCube disc, sadly no GameCube though. Ah.
Draw.
Code Deck, Ravamede, Sakura, and Strange Fruit are the soundtracks that really get you schmoving. Yeah, and Ravamede Sakura's a really good one as well. Oh, they're speaking, they're whispering to each other. Alright, let's get rid of one of those. Please draw some defense cards. Nope. Do you play any other card games? Many, many moons ago, I used to play Pokemon. Then I played Yu-Gi-Oh! For quite a while. Then I played Magic for a little bit. I don't really play any currently. My mob is dead. I think we in general are probably dead. Look at them whispering to each other. Maybe I should have picked a better deck. It's like one extreme to the other. You miss playing actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Amazon S deck for the win. It's been years since I played it, honestly. I got rid of a lot of my cards. I still have a lot of my original Pokemon cards. From like way back from, you know, from late 90s. Which cards are more fun, Hunters or Arcs? I personally prefer Arcs. But Hunter side can be fun, depends on the character. What was that? Don't hurt me, it's not worth it. Trust.
Defense.
I mean, at least the guard creature has bought you a turn. I can't help you. No, I do not have anything. Yeah, this side is misery. So we need a big turn this turn. Use knockout on Tor. I would if I had knockout. So if I bring that on. Oh, you mean you will? Okay. Well. Sure. You see, draft VAC, you know what you're doing. I clearly don't.
Action.
What have you actually got? You have a shield, unfortunately. Sure.
Defense.
God, Hildatar has 8 AP. Jesus. This game is the reason you own a GameCube. You can't move, attack, or defend now. Till next round, okay. So we basically have one turn to kill the Hildatar. We can nuke it on next round, we should.
Draw.
I'm not going to need that for now. Oh god, these draws are terrible.
Change.
I mean, I can try. If I get a good enough dice roll, I could try taking it out, potentially. Oh, 2 seconds. OBS has just had a fit. So let me fix that for you. For some reason, I don't know why it is, but for some reason, OBS just does not like Dolphin. I know there's a bit of black space at the bottom. I will sort it out after the rest. That'll do for now. Ah, there we go. More or less right. I'll sort the rest out after. For some reason, it does not want a full screen. I don't know why that is, but... yeah, Gazunda is very dangerous. I didn't realize I was in Gazunda range. And as usual, I can do nothing to defend about it. Card Evolution, the music in this game is so good. Everyone comments on the music. The music is incredible. Well, see you in hell, Vulma. We are getting our ass handed to us. We are. There we go. We've got it back full screen again.
Set.
Okay, this may be a risky turn. So I could throw that out for a block. Move one over for 3. Yeah. So I'll do that just to be annoying as hell. Don't worry. It's literally the only place I can go. We just try and tip the tar out.
Action.
We literally have this turn, so...
Defense.
we might have it. Yeah, I have just gone all in on this as well. There we go. Hills of Tar dealt with. Now I just need to get rid of my entire hand, more or less. I'll keep the dub chick. Please give me some defense cards. Thank you. That was a very risky turn. You're holding on to your 100 PDs to redeem the hydrate. Yeah, heavy slash is so good. You got defense cards after third draw. Yeah, that's how mine has been as well. I've had no defense cards until now. Okay, so the gank squad has arrived. Canadines are actually really useful just because, although they're terrible, they have like 1 health and 1 damage. You can just throw them out more or less anywhere, and you can just use them to just be really irritating and block people in. Because by putting that there, it means that they basically have to go around it or waste attacks on it. Yeah, I also need very big rolls. We are definitely on the ropes for sure. I mean, sure. So long, Canadine. You've served your purpose. It'd be really nice to have stab in my deck because then I could hit break.
Change. Dice. Set.
First of all, I'm putting that on. Is that the player? Yeah, it probably is, to be fair. Halarapi Plus. Not sure what that does. Heals you every round. Okay, cool. I could move forward. That is probably the player. Yeah. Got a guard creature anyway, so. If I use a normal attack here. Yeah.
Defense.
This is a really good battle, actually. What does reversal even do? I think... Is it the one that has a chance of healing damage instead of you taking the damage? It's like a 50-50 dice roll, I think. I think that's reversal.
Change.
Okay. I do have a very nice card there if I can bring it on. I also like how the Rappy is kind of half transparent because it's a plus card. So there's like variants of some of the cards that have different rules that are super rare. And they're completely different cards in terms of the rule set. Will do. That works really well, actually. I just need to survive this turn. It is getting scary. I just realized how much stuff Kranz has equipped.
Defense.
I wish I could help. You have a lot of stuff, but I'll do it. I'm guessing you probably got another attack though. Yeah. I had to do it. Yeah, it's getting very scary with that much equipped. I think this might be it, dude. We need what I would probably describe as a miracle.
Change. Dice.
Oh, that is a terrible roll. Yeah, this is over. This is so over. I've rolled a minimum roll twice in this battle. And now there's a Pan Arms. I mean, the Pan Arms is on our side at least, but I don't think that's going to help.
Action.
I mean, I can attack.
Defense.
I feel like our turn is just very underwhelming now. I think it's going to do more than hurt.
Change.
It's on brand. Of course he rolls a 4. The dice are rigged.
Defense.
Well, okay, we survived one.
No!
Yep, GG. Yeah, hunters are very, very scary when they get stacked up. Also, thank you for the follow, Lambda Butts. That did hurt. It did. But hey, we get cards. Let's go for this pack. Rifle. Wow. Left heavy punch. But MA60 Vice, Mothman, Shockwave, Partisan, Companion, Curse, and Mighty Knuckle. Not bad. What does Curse do? After an attack, permanently curse the opponent's field character. At the same time, HP of the character that attacked with this card becomes 0. And Curse, character with the Curse condition loses 1 HP every time the character destroys an opponent. So that's really good if you get them on, if you get it on them early, because then every time they destroy something, they lose 1 health. I guess you basically want to throw that on like a sacrificial monster or a sacrificial bit of gear. And left heavy punch is AP +2 and heavy rampage. That is quite nice. It is very expensive to use. And Shockwave inflicts 8 damage to all characters on both parties who have the freeze condition. That is way too situational. 8 damage is very nice, but they have to be frozen first. So you're relying on a dice roll to get them frozen, and then you need to have that in your hand and have enough AP to use it. Or attack dice even. I guess, yeah, it's a kind of card where you'd have to build a deck around it. I guess you'd probably just run it in a force deck, maybe, with loads of ice techs, or... I don't know what Frozen Shoot is like in this. I mean, I would assume that Frozen Shooter can probably freeze, so maybe that's a good way to use it. But yeah, I suppose the force decks with ice techs are probably the best way around it. It's difficult as well because you'd have to hit them to freeze them and then hit them again with Shockwave. Unless you can combo it. Problem with Frozen Shooter is the 1/4 chance to freeze yourself. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe not Frozen Shooter then. Let's take that out because that doesn't fit in the deck at all. I could do it again as Sinnoh Blue, because Sinnoh Blue is a really nice card, but I don't have any yet. What does this guy do? Attack the opponent twice with the same attack, and gains AP equal to the number of Sinnoh Beats and Sinnoh Beat pluses of both parties on the field excluding itself. But that costs 3 to use, and Sinnoh Beats cost 2. So you're not going to get much of an AP boost. I guess if you're doing a 2-on-2 it would work. Maybe, but even then it's a lot of investment, and again you'd have to build the entire deck around it. I do have that, but I'm just never been able to use that. Yeah, Delbiter is disgusting, but is almost impossible to use. Hits like all damage, well, all parts of a Hunter side character, but it does increase all of your attack point cost by 1. But it has 13 attack. Let's get that in. I mean, Curse only costs 1 AP to use. I guess it's like a very small investment to use it early on. If I go with Sky this time, we're done. We've done a full... I thought you were going to say we're done. I mean, also probably true, to be fair. And if I lose, we can blame Sky. I mean, you've seen the deck I'm using. Since I've lost every battle, I won the first one. That was against NPCs, but we don't talk about that. I never claimed to be good at this game. It's a monster, but you'll never summon it unless you build around it. You basically have to use it in a deck with loads of dice bonus cards. So things like dice +1. Just the level 7s are just almost impossible to use. I don't tend to put them in the deck very often just because they are so hard to bring on. Actually, am I reading this wrong? So after an attack, permanently curse the opponent's field character, items, and creatures. At the same time, HP of the character that attacked becomes 0, so you destroy the card that uses curse. Character with the curse condition loses 1 HP each time the character destroys an opponent. So by the character, I think they mean the card, so it would just wear all the cards down rather than the story character, I think. Actually, yeah, it actually says like no effect against story characters. And it's still not too bad. Now you got to show him Sky. It's not going to happen. I am honestly really bad at this game. I'm the kind of person with this game where there could be a really obvious solution to winning, and I would divert from it and do something else. If you curse my Tor, it would lose HP. You can play Dolphin EP3 even on your phone. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I bet it works really well on a phone, actually. It's the kind of game where it would just kind of suit being portable. Deldep has Ability Trap, Freeze, and Freeze Death. 6 HP, 1 AP, 6 TP, MV3. I mean, 6 HP is not great, obviously. But Ability Trap, I think, is the ability that prevents the opponent from using defense cards. I think it prevents it from using attack cards as well. Freeze and Freeze Death. It depends what it freezes them on. If it's a 6, then it's maybe not great, but if it's a lower than number than 6 to freeze, maybe it's decent. You might actually play the story for once. The attack spread is 2 rows of 3 in front of it. Well, that is quite decent then. I mean, it doesn't do much damage, but if you're potentially mass freezing things in a group in front, that could be good. Maybe that would work pretty well with Shockwave as well. Even online with mobile network is great. I just love there are still people playing this game. I know it's never been as popular as EP1 and 2 or Blue Burst, but I'm really happy that there is still people who stick around and play it. It's only a 3 for the freeze. That is pretty good then. I think you would have to do some work to defend it, because 6 HP is pretty low. But rolling a 3 for freeze and then with it having freeze death, if they get frozen, they just die. So it's a 1 in 6 to insta-kill with Deldep. Yeah, it could be. That's not bad, honestly. Yeah, I know the freeze death only works if they're already frozen. Does it work though? So if you freeze them with Deldep and get the freeze, does then freeze death freeze death take effect, or would it be like next turn it would take effect? It kills on the attack when it hits the 3. Okay. You really like this as a map? Yeah, I like a lot of the maps in this game, honestly. I wish I could do the final boss map, but the music is just a no-go. Okay, I am going with this again. I don't know how well this is going to work. I barely have any decks set up in this game because I just don't have the cards to make them yet. There's the map with teleporters that's also really cool. Viatubus has the best vibe. I think Tower of Calum is still my favourite map, but I do really like this Viatubus. It does kill the moment it freezes when rolling the 3. Oh wow, a Kranu deck. Kranu is a really interesting character to use. Of course I'd roll a 1, because why wouldn't I? Yeah, some of the descriptions on the cards, Ellie, are really misleading. So apparently we are only getting monsters, more or less. Yeah, I'll go with it. I can discard at the end if I need to. She's just uses on her own, but she's very good with monsters. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, I think isn't she the one that heals monsters that are around her?
Action.
Showing another Barons. Not particularly useful at this point.
Change.
Barons is a really interesting monster. So it's a guard creature, and it basically gains attack as it takes damage. So it kind of works like it does in PSO Episode 1 and 2. So the more damage you do to the Barons, the more its attack goes up. Okay, so you're using a dark deck, okay.
Defense.
Mint scares me. You ran up to them. I can't help.
Change. Dice. Set.
Getting some great rolls. Just drawing complete dog shit. It happens, man. It happens. Hmm. I revert to our famous strategy, run away.
Action.
I'm playing it very safe at the minute. Minsk and I Think You're Dead are a nasty prospect. I wouldn't fight them. Yeah, I've got to admit, I am scared of both of them. You have no weapons. That is not good news. I mean, at least you've got defense cards. That helps. Oh no. I wanted that card for ages on the GameCube servers and I never got it. It's one of the scariest monsters in the game. Kilniath is now getting PTSD for tower. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ilgil is very scary.
Defense.
I think it loses health when it attacks, but it has like, it's like 7 or 9 attack.
Change dice. Set.
Unfortunately, because the Barons, I can't really bring anything else on. Again, for anyone who hasn't seen it before, basically you have like an 8-point limit of things you can bring on, and the Barons cost 6, so I can only bring like a level 2 monster on now. Do I move up with... I mean, I could send it in. Can you move the machine to the corner so it can't hit it? I could. I mean, I guess one option I've got is to bring the Barons back and then send Rafina in. The downside is then if the Barons dies, that is a problem. Yeah, we can try it for now. I'll advance slowly. I'm just very conscious of how scary that Ilgil is.
Defense.
Well, an attempt was made. Oh, that is... oh, I've just realised that the cheese with this deck. It gets around the one weakness of the Ilgil. So basically Ilgil loses 1 health every time. I think it's 1 or 2 health every time it attacks. But Crano heals everything. Okay. I see a very big hit coming here.
Defense.
Yeah, I always wanted the Ilgil card on the actual GameCube server, and I just never got it. And Minsk's got the Elysian as well, so the Elysian gets stronger every time it kills something. So it gains 1 TP. Yeah, I was thinking that, Drafia. I do need a bit of a roll to do it, but... It scares me how much they're whispering to each other as well. Ugh, not good. I do have enough to do it though. Good thing is, well, I do have another thing in my hand as well. I don't think I can get rid of it in one turn. So if you want to help focus on it, that's fine. I'm just aware that Minsk is very, very stacked up for equipment as well.
Action. Defense.
Nice. So I'm guessing C lets it survive on 1 HP.
Draw.
So I mean, we are going to lose the Barons probably this turn. Okay, so stitch that. I don't think that's going to be much help at the minute.
Change.
The Ilgil is a super scary monster card. To be honest, a lot of the dark monsters in this are just really strong. On the GameCube, I used to use a tech deck that was based around using Chaos Sorcerer and Grand Sorcerer. They were insane if you got those going. If you move the camera kill Neath with the right stick, it will show your health bar. I do not condone violence of any sort, but Crano has an incredibly slappable face. I know it doesn't show you the value, but at least you can get an idea of what your health is. It's also good just for seeing the layout of the level as well. So I think we can safely say the Barons is toast this turn.
Defense.
Honestly, just not having any wall cards as well, that's really hurting my decks at the minute. It's annoying because wall was such a common card, but for some reason I just cannot get it on this server. Yeah, I mean, if it's going to go through, there's no point defending. The only benefit it would have is to potentially save your rank a bit, but that doesn't really matter on here. Yeah, the TP on that Legion is getting quite high. Well, thank you for your help, Barons. So I do lose a little bit of HP with it being a guard creature. So now we need a pretty good roll this turn.
Change dice. Set.
We do a bit of trolling. Shame we didn't go a 6 because then I could use something else, but we work with what we've got. I do like how Crans and Sylph are just incredibly stacked up with gear. Were you meant to move there?
Action. Defense.
Okay, we've taken care of that for now.
Draw.
I really like Rufina decks because they give you a little bit of flexibility. Normally with the Arcs decks, you kind of keep your character out of the way quite a lot. With Rufina, you do have the option of actually going in if you want to. It is very dangerous doing it. It's like a very high risk, high reward deck, which normally backfires. I'm kind of scared what you're going to throw out next. So more Ruin Darkness. So I'm guessing you've got something good in your hand. Because you wouldn't just waste a Ruin Darkness. I mean, it buffs the Dimension, but... I'll actually... Maybe you just didn't get a good dice roll this turn.
Defense.
That is a lot of damage. I don't know if that works. It let me use it, but I've got a feeling it doesn't. It's another card I don't have as well. I don't have patience yet either. You need to math. We've all been there. Yeah, I also failed to read the card. You have a lot of attacks now, don't you? This is the downside of the Rufina deck. Well, GG. You can't blame me for that one. Not that I am blaming Kilniath, but for once it wasn't me that died. I believe as well, I think if you lost, I think you would occasionally lose experience as well. We are a team. We share out the losing equally. Let's go for this pack this time, since I'm playing a lot of arcs. Burning Visit. Dual Guard. Dovuic. Mag. Handgun. Right heavy punch, so we've got left and right. Barbell. Dark Gunner. Halarapi Plus, which is nice, but I've already got one. And Marilia. At least I'm getting some new cards. So what does Marilia do? Before each turn, HP of this card changes to the number of characters on the field that you summoned, including itself, and it paralyzes. Okay. Don't see that being terribly useful, but okay. And right heavy punch is Rampage. And Dual Guard is completely blocks any attack from an opponent who has the same AP as you. Very oddly specific, but cool. Yeah, I would quite like to get an Ilgil card. What does Dovuic do? Hi, Platinum. Also, yeah, if you don't know what a Dovuic is, the reason they know the name for that is because if you use word select in PSO Episode 1 and 2, it shows up in the list of enemies. I think in normal hard and very hard, they're called a Dubwitch. And in Ultimate, they're called a Dovuic. Need to do IRL stuff. Someone else hop in. I think I'll grab some food now as well. Thanks for the games. No worries. Yeah, thanks for the games, Kilniath, and I think I did as well. Really nice to get full player Act 3, actually. So yeah, so Dovuic. Do you want me to hop in? If you want to hop in, Draffy, yeah, no problem. The password should just be stream. Same for anyone else watching as well. If you play on Ragol, feel free to jump in. Even if the game is full, you can still spectate as well. Which I know if you're watching the stream is kind of a bit pointless because you can see what's happening anywhere, but you can make annoying noises. So what does this do? So 2 cost, 5 health, nothing of anything else. Reborn, so all Dub Witches return to the hand instead of the discard pile. Thank you for the Zenchi. So all Dub Witches return to the hand instead of the discard pile if destroyed while this card is on the field. So yeah, so Dub Witches are the normal hard and very hard version. And time TP sacrifice. On the 8th turn after selecting this card, it self-destructs, increasing the TP of all allied characters on the field by 2. No effect if it's destroyed early. And it can't use any attack action cards. So it's basically just, it exists to make Dub Witches go back to your hand and to give you TP if you keep it alive long enough. It's probably quite a hard card to use, I imagine. I guess you can maybe use it in a spam deck and just try and block the enemy in and hold them up until it detonates. But that is a long... That is like a long play to get 2 TP. Yeah, so Halarapi Plus is quite nice because it does heal your story character. But it is very hard to keep it alive as well. What does Gigyu actually do anyway? Because 6 cost for 6 HP is not good. Hey, there we go, we've got another one. Is that you, Draffy, or is that someone else? So, equal damager. Inflicts an equal amount of damage that you receive back to the attacker. It's aerial, and it's a guard creature. Okay. That is you, okay. Yeah, Gigu doesn't seem too bad, but it is expensive for how much health it's got. Thank you for the 13-star airdrop. Milkweed is really good. 4 cost, 7 health, 3 attack. But it does 1.5 times more damage to things with 8 or more health. And it can move for no points cost. So Miracle. This is another one that's almost impossible to use. It's a guard creature with 21 HP, which is ridiculous. It's really weird because it instantly destroys things that are paralyzed, but it doesn't actually do paralysis itself. So you need to use something else, I believe, to actually get the paralysis on. It is crazy HP, yeah, but it is near impossible to bring on. You basically need to build a deck around boosting your dice bonus. I think the only other level 7 I've got that I can think of is, was it Delbiter? Yeah, Delbiter as well. Use Poison Lilies. That's actually a really good point, actually, yeah. Because Poison Lilies are 1 cost down there, yeah. So I guess you could run Miracle with like a Poison Lily spam deck. Use the Poison Lilies, because I'm pretty sure they actually paralyze. Oddly, in this game, Poison Lilies don't poison. They just paralyze. Yeah, you need to get a dice bonus, so it's actually impossible to summon a level 7 card at the start. The only exception is if you set the rules to have higher dice rolls available. So you can set it so you could have like max roll 9 if you wanted to, and that will allow you to use a level 7 straight away. But on typical like normal rules, you won't be able to use one until you get a dice bonus, or use like something like dice plus 1, and even then it's a very big roll to bring it on. So basically, if you cheat, you have to build the entire deck around it, more or less. That's why I don't tend to use the level 7 cards. They're just very, very hard to use. I mean, stuff like Delbiter is incredibly good. I mean, 25 health, 13 attack, can move 6. It is insanely good. And if you're attacking a Hunter side character, it hits everything for 13 damage. But good luck bringing it on. Yeah, this guy is basically like Endu, but way worse. It's the card equivalent of Sing for Your Supper. You do have Chaos Bringer as well. Chaos Bringer's pretty good. You don't have keyboard set up, hold on, no worries. Yeah, Chaos Bringer is pretty nice. Gets half damage from things that do 6 or more damage. And it gains AP equal to 2 times the number of characters that have been destroyed since it was set. So generally with that, you'll set that at the start and then just use spam creatures like claws and things like that. Basically try and block your opponent in with claws to force them to destroy them, and then just power up the bringer. So I do like how a lot of the cards are basically built around certain strategies, and some of the cards are, you more or less need to build the entire deck around them, which I do like because that's very similar to a lot of other CCGs. Just for anyone who hasn't seen as well, all the characters do have their own special abilities as well. Again, I haven't gone through the story far enough to unlock everyone yet, but for example, we mentioned it earlier, but Endu, for example, can hit everything that someone's got equipped at once. Alternatively, someone like Memoru has an ability where she steals experience if she attacks a story character with techs. Obviously, getting experience allows you to get dice bonuses faster. So you would maybe use her with the Delbiter deck. Dark deck, so Chaos Bringer, 3 Claws, 3 Dark Gunners, and 3 Hollow Rock Bees, potentially. And Rufina, like you saw, is mainly used around using attack action cards and actually attacking with her directly. She steals experience like a Demon Souls boss. Yeah, it's so if she attacks, she has to attack a story character directly, which is a little scary with an Arcs. And basically, the damage that she does, half of that damage goes to your experience. What about the Rimar? So there are 2, obviously, depending on if you're playing Arc side or Hunter side. I can show you. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. So the Rimar is KC. See, he has pretty good stats. He can move quite far. He's got decent range. His main thing is he has fixed range, so his attack range remains the same regardless of any attack action cards. So for example, if you use Slash with him, he'll still have that range, which can be good or bad depending on the situation. It's obviously really good for things like if you've got some like heavy attack that would only hit the square in front of you. Being able to use that at range is really good. But there is drawbacks, so if you're using something like Slash, it will still hit that range in front. So yeah, so that is KC. There is also the Hunter side ones as well. So again, these all play completely differently. It's like Sylpher literally has no rules. She is literally just, these are your stats. She's like the most basic character in the game, probably. But because of her stats, because of how they are, she is still totally fine. Kranz has the same fixed range ability. I can never remember how it works on Kranz, because obviously with Kranz, his fixed range is just the square in front of him because you need to equip gear to him. So yeah, the attack range of equipped items remains the same regardless of attack cards. So I guess that means if you're using something like an LK14 combat that hits a few squares in front and you use Slash, it'll use the LK combat's range, maybe? I don't really use Kranz, so I'm not 100% sure how he works. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how fixed range works on Kranz. And then you got Innerlis. Innerlis, again, is a very basic character. She literally just has tech, which is something that most of the forces have. So, essentially, if you play a force character, techs cost 1 less action point. Oh, Carolia actually has no rules either. I always thought she had some rules, but guess not. You really want is the experience boost if you ask me, though. Yeah, he also has experience bonus, doesn't he? So, receive 1 bonus experience if this character destroys any opponent with 1 single attack. So he would be really good against spam decks. I still think Orland is one of the best for Hunter side, though. Orland is ridiculous. During a physical attack, damage inflicted temporarily increases by half the number of sword-type items on your team. Bear in mind that a sword-type item doesn't just mean a sword, it means any melee weapon. And for team, that applies to your ally as well. Yeah, exactly. He is ridiculous in 2-on-2s. He was also the character that you would quite often use for farming for S ranks offline. No, the Hunter side humor, Orland. The recast is there's one called Orgun and there's one called, is it Guy Killed? I think it is. Who wants to come? I don't mind. I'm basically here for cards. You'll take the com. Okay. I don't know if there's a way of just doing like a 3-player battle. I think the way this works, I think it's more designed for either 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. I think this may end up being our last battle, depending on how long it takes. We'll see. Back to Viatubus. Yeah, Unguous Lapis is nice that the music there is really chill. The problem is it's really quiet music, so it can be quite hard to hear. Right, should I try doing a Hunter side deck again? I think I've used the Arcs deck a lot this stream, so I should probably use Hunter side, even though my Hunter deck is terrible. It's not actually the starter deck, I just haven't named it yet. I don't know why this amuses me so much that you can do this. I really like it when games do things with loading screens and put interactivity in them. What is this cursed map? Well, that makes things more interesting. Oh, it's a Memoru deck, cool. I really like Memoru in this as well. It's one thing I've never really said about EP3, but the personalities of some of the characters are really good. Memoru is kind of like your typical brat character. Just so good. That is like the most basic hand I've ever seen, but I'll take it.
Dice.
I do like the idea that we just can't step over those laser fences.
Set.
We have Hildebar.
Action.
Miss loading screens that are fun like that, but I think this game, especially in that its aesthetic was kind of just perfect. Yeah, I think they did really, really well with what they had for this game.
Draw.
To me, it does still genuinely feel like a PSO game. I know it plays totally differently, but it still, to me, it still retains like the DNA of PSO.
Change.
It's a fun game, just need to learn it properly. It takes a while, honestly. It can get very complicated sometimes. I think Relmitos is going melee format. Oh no. I shouldn't have mentioned Chaos Bringers earlier. I've also just realised that I am the only hunter. So that's going to be fun. So if memory serves me correctly, I think Chaosbringer attacks in like a slash range because I think it uses its sword, whereas the plus version shoots.
Change. Dice.
If I can do it being the only hunter, you have no excuse.
Set.
Though if you lose again, you're on the wrong kind of streak. I mean, that's the most likely streak, to be fair. I agree, it retains the DNA of PSO, and I think the different gameplay served as a fun alternative to me, even if I prefer how the series usually plays. That's how I feel. I will say any day I prefer episode 1 and 2 to this, but I still really enjoy episode 3. I think there is a space for both of them.
Action. Defense.
I forget which company has a patent on loading screens that basically stopped everyone from making unique ones. I mean, they still kind of do it with even with like NGS. NGS still has kind of the telepipe animation in loading screens, and if you press buttons, it does make these little stars appear on the loading screen. So they can still do it. Atari has the patent for having actual mini games during loading screens. Kind of sucks that, doesn't it, that it's Atari? Because when was the last time Atari were relevant? No shade against the Atari consoles. You know, I know a lot of people grew up with them and they're really fun, but what do Atari even do now? Do they still exist? Same with the Nemesis system, WB patented it. I'm not surprised for WB. Oh yeah, Shad, I mean, that is an issue as well. You know, quite often now, games will just load so fast that they just don't need loading screens. Or they'll integrate the loading screens into the game so you won't notice them. Romitos living up to the 4-man memes there. They fail at re-releasing their old consoles. Do you want an Atari 2600 in 2025? Cost you do, it's £80. Yeah, I never had an Atari when I was younger, so I've never really had much attachment to them, but...
Change dice.
I seem to remember, I think it was one of the Unreal Tournament games, like maybe Unreal Tournament 2004, I think. I'm sure that was maybe published by Atari.
Action.
Can you really not shoot through the laser fences? That seems incredibly BS, considering that the laser fence is about a foot tall. It used to be Namco, but it supposedly expired in 2015. I just think that little mini games and loading screens were really cool because they gave you something to keep you occupied while it was loading. Bring back loading screens. Everything just chugs without it these days because of lazy development. That is definitely an issue now. Yeah, we've seen that a lot recently.
Change.
Watch this stream be about half an hour longer than it normally is because this battle goes on forever. Oh, I don't like that. The range on that card scares me. It might be the biggest range monster in the game, possibly. maybe the laser fence is just distracting it, throws your aim off. I do kind of feel that laser fence maps do kind of screw over hunter side characters more. Like his arc side can just like throw out really low cost monsters over the fences. Yeah, that bringer is starting to get quite strong. I like how it makes the bringer gunshot noise when it swings. It's a weird thing with this game where there seems to be like a limited number of sounds that they use for the monsters. Like some of the monsters, I mentioned this on the Discord call yesterday, but some of the monsters seem to have shared sounds between them. So poison lilies sound like grass assassins. I wonder if they were struggling for disk space or something. Either that or it's just lazy. Right, I think the play here is to go for that bringer before it gets too strong. Can't imagine this game taking more disk space than PSO itself. Yeah, I'm no idea, honestly. How much health's that bringer on? Full hooker.
Defense.
Invalid is a really good card. Episode 1 and 2 is 1 GB. EP3 is 1.1 gig. I stand corrected. You missed the call yesterday. Oh, no worries. To be fair, we basically watched Minsk play episode 3 for most of the call. Kind of forgotten that Relmitos was here. So actually, I'm not the only hunter side character. I'd totally forgotten that Relmitos was here. Or Doritos, as I called him as a kid.
Defense.
That is fine. I can afford to lose a barrier. Yeah, the Belra has huge range and has random AP, so it can be very, very scary. Yeah, this is fine energy, exactly. Oh, it's not random AP, you use Spirit Boost. Okay, I didn't notice that. That makes it slightly less scary. I still don't have Spirit Boost on this either.
Set.
No, I'm not going to put that. I think everyone forgets Relmitos. I mean, you know. I mean, he is tiny. I literally can't see him from here. I heard a lily somewhere. What kind of lily is it? Poison lily. It has 0 AP, okay. Yeah, I am fine there. Used to have a real Meteor deck on GameCube. I don't think I ever used him.
Action. Defense.
Let's see if we can set his bringer down. He paired attack and tech swap weapons with him. Yeah, that would work really well. Okay, bring it dealt with. I mean, it could be time. It depends on how dice rolls. They're doing a really, really good job of defending their story characters at the minute. Assuming against a bringer, you're better off not using attack cards. It doesn't matter when you're attacking the bringer. The way the bringer works is when the bringer attacks, it gets extra damage based on how many of your allied things have died. So you'll quite often use it with like a spam ruins deck with claws. Force them to kill the claws, which then beefs the bringer up. I think it does have might have major half guard as well, possibly. Okay, so I still don't know exactly how this works. It says 0. I don't really trust it, but it did 0. Was that just a test just to see how it worked? It does fit with the ruins theme, yeah. Well, because it impact half guard. Yeah, I guess that would affect the damage. I guess you'd have to wait up and see if it's actually worth doing. Oh, another lily. I mean, I'm going to get hit by the Bella regardless. How much AP have you got? Nah, that would take all of your AP to use. I'd love to use it, but it's just not worth it at the minute. Keep it.
Defense.
I suppose the downside with that Bella is it only has 5 HP. And I guess it is AP 0, so you kind of have to use attack action cards with it. Kind of a shame how the order of things went there, but it happens sometimes. And Romitos is gearing up. I think so, Draffy. I think it needs 2 of your AP. I don't know how much it's going to help us, but I kind of feel like as the person who set up the Fam team on PSO, I kind of feel like I'm duty bound to use it.
Defense.
Don't do that. There, so the Poison Lily made a grass assassin noise. Yeah, you're putting a lot of cards into that. Hydrate, will do. We need hydration.
One more.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Change. Dice. Set.
Okay.
Move.
So if I move there, I could use it, but it would block his Sharkin. Okay.
Action.
Right, we are doing it. It's probably just get blocked, but we're doing it to see file. Never let it be said that I don't do this for you. It's also the only Photon Blast card I've got, which just seems perfect. I mean, it got blocked more or less, but hey. There it is.
Draw.
Cool. Actually hurt me.
Change.
I think Minsky is the reversal card or the counter card on it, so it just hit me. Me getting hit by a Fowler just seems perfect, honestly. Yeah, Photon Blast that were not in the game originally. They're basically been added. The card art is definitely there, because all that card art is unique to EP3. How do you work again? Yes. Yeah, unlocked exactly, yeah. There was a lot of things in EP3 that were just never made available. I'm gonna let you have that. Yeah, there's a ton of things in the game that were just never enabled. You will kill Romitos? I mean... Yeah, here's Miss Ma. I mean, you even see cards in the opening cutscene. There's even cards in that aren't in the game normally. Like Del Saber.
Set.
Words and Gullah. I think Minsk has Gullah. I think he got it yesterday. I don't have it, unfortunately. But there is a card for it. No, I'm fine there.
Action.
Honestly, kind of amazed that's still alive.
Defense.
What does Twins do in this one? I want to say it just buffs your characters for a bit. I'm not 100% sure. I think Minsk got that yesterday as well, actually. Buffs all by 4 AP. So they are very, very good, the Photon Blast in this, but obviously they require... First of all, you can't use them in one-on-ones because they require your ally to actually donate some of their attack dice to it. Which is a nice touch, I think, because it's kind of... I guess it's kind of... You know, the way it worked on PSO with episode 1 and 2, where you kind of donate to Photon Blasts. All field as an enemies too, I'm not sure. Ooh, we just drew the spicy card.
Change.
Kind of feel I have to use that as well. Just for the memes. You know it's going to backfire. Yeah, the only thing about this game is sometimes the battles do take forever. Particularly with 2 on 2, 2 and 2s. You know, it can take so long to go through all the turns. And if people have good decks as well, you know, quite often people will have like defense cards they'll use a lot. It just makes everything take way longer.
Defense.
Sure. Oh, that swaps my health and attack round when it hits me. Don't apologise for the stream lasting longer. It's only you who suffers. I mean, you're not wrong. You're actually going to use Curse on me. We're really doing this. Except the streamer curse made manifest.
Set.
Nah, we're going full spice. I apologise to Draffy if this goes wrong. Yeah, I'm fine there. Streamer curse is real. I nearly failed a mushroom gathering quest.
Action.
Alright. So this card is mad risky. I'm going to use it on my mech guns. And only it's me who has to dip out early. Have a great week, everyone. No worries, Ellie. I said the VOD will be up as well, so you can always catch the end later. But yeah, hope you have a good week. Okay, I'll wrap you with the damage. I'm gonna assume you can't paralyze. Can you paralyze a story character? It says you can. Whether it can actually do anything. Well, there we go. Spicy time. Yeah, that destroyed me. I mean, of course it did. I did lose the 50-50. I mean, was it ever in doubt? It's a cool card, though.
Piece of Ark's trash.
Exactly, exactly. I do like the idea of that card, though, that is like a last gamble. Yeah, I think it is. If you get a high number, it's bad. See, you guys are still at it. Yeah, this is probably the last match. You really have another Indie Belra Plus. Rip, I guess. It's funny because it only has like 5 health, but I think Minsk had so many defense cards, it took me forever to kill the last one. I mean, I am just going to chase down Ralmitos.
Action.
Should have protected him. Don't need this match to go on all night. No.
Defense.
I think it'll wrap up fairly soon. See, that made a bringer noise, so that's what I mean about a lot of the monsters sharing, like sharing audio in this. It's weird. I don't really understand the reason for it. I think Ralmitos is in a pretty bad way. Alright, let's ditch that. Ditch that. I have no idea why they did it. I don't believe it's a mistake. There must be a reason that they did it. You got a 2-2. Oof. Welcome to my world.
Defense.
That is a lot of damage. That was me yesterday. That is a little scary with split with them. Oh, they've actually renamed it to Spirit Boost on this. I didn't realize that. So that was called Split Boost, that card, on the original version, which is a mistranslation. It should be Spirit Boost. Oof. Don't like that.
Nice. Set.
How many things have you got equipped? 1. As much as I'd love to do that, it's so much AP. Health is quite low though. I can't use that here. But I could use it with an attack action card. No, let's go with that.
Action.
Sangayash is quite a nice card in this. I like that you're doing Spirit Boost back to him now. Oh, big rolls. Oh, that's nasty using revenge. They just killed each other. I do kind of have Relmetus on the ropes a little bit. Really, all I need is for him to get a bad dice roll.
Draw. Change.
It's probably the longest stream we've done.
Defense.
How does that work? Yeah, I'll go for it. Ah, it didn't work. Of course the 50-50s don't favour me again. EP3 does mean a long stream, yeah. It's just the nature of the game. Just that the matches are so long. It is still fun. It is. I say I really like this game. I always have done. I am having fun. And that's all that matters.
Change. Dice.
We all have the same thought, exactly.
Set.
Okay. Yes, do that. Am I playing it regularly currently? Not really. It's just a game I come back to every now and again. I used to play it a lot back in the day when the servers were up. Not so much online, but mainly offline. Did play it quite a bit. It's just every now and again I come back to it and play a bit more.
Action.
Okay, so with this, I need to do that first. Then that. Might become more regular though if more people want to play though. Right.
Defense.
Hey, we might actually maybe have this. I'm always up for playing EP3, honestly. I really do like the game. So any version of PSO I'm down for. Sangayash is really nice well because it heals by half the damage it does. Oh. There you go. I actually won one. Ever since I found Ragol, my brother and I play pretty much every day. If we get time to, at least a couple of games after work for like 2 months or so now. Oh, cool. Thank you. I think I appreciate the 13-star rare drop. I think that was deserved. And Drafia leveled up as well. Actually, no, it was me. Sorry. I forget it puts both of you on the same side. You like cheap tech spam monster decks? I've never made like a tech spam monster deck. I should probably do it at some point. Yeah, that was a really good battle, though. Yeah, GG to everyone. Alright, let's go with... Let's just take this one. Ruby Bullet. Filthy Slime. Mint's just got a Sumakura J-Sword. Flame Visit. Dagger. Anti-Android Rifle. Zunder. Egg Blaster. Meteor Cudgel. Ransom. And another double-edged dice so we can go mega risky. Because it works so well the first time. What does Flame Visit do? Swaps the opponent's AP and HP after a successful physical attack. That's interesting. And Ransom. During defense, instead of receiving damage on yourself, lose an equal number of experience. But if you have 0 experience, damage will be received. Cool. Exactly, I mean, you know, how can it go any worse or any better, you know? 2 50-50s. We had 2 50-50s in that there, and we failed both of them. Yeah, thanks for playing, everyone. That was really, really fun. Not a very long stream, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. If people are down to do EP3, I'm down to play more or less any time. I'm probably done for today, I think, Dead, but yeah, I'm happy to play. Not tonight, but yeah, happy to play any other night, really. So we'll end the stream there for today. If you've enjoyed the stream, please consider liking, subscribing, join as a member if you want to. Follow us on Twitch, X, BlueSky, all SectionSkyly. And I do have a Discord server as well. Discord server should be linked in the description underneath YouTube, and on Twitch it should be in like the info panels underneath. So feel free to join us over there as well. Yeah, really fun playing episode 3. We'll be back on Wednesday for another stream, which will be Phantasy Star 2. And we'll also be doing a video on Tuesday, which should be the next... Well, for members, it'll be the PSO Side Stories video, which will go like to everyone else the following week. Non-members will get last week's member video, which was a NGS video. And that'll be on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll end that one there. Thanks to everyone for joining as well. Really, really fun to play this with a few people. And I'll see you guys on the next stream on Wednesday. So whatever you're doing, have a good week. And I will see you guys then.